I would like to add my words of support to my colleagues and to briefly add a couple of other salient comments. That when we had the election in 2016, a quarter of the population of Australia voted for non-party members of parliament. And in this parliament there are 5 of us on the crossbench who represents that quarter of voters of Australia who don't want and didn't vote for parties. So what we are seeing happening today, exactly like my colleagues have said so well, you've got a strong voice from this crossbench. And we are saying to the parties, you have got it wrong. We are saying that a quarter of the population in Australia wants something done about this particular issue that is significant. So I am adding my voice of support from the people of Indi, a traditionally conservative electorate in the country. And we have seen what's happened and we don't like it. And we would like the government and the opposition to do exactly what the member for Denison has just said, has come together and absolutely show the people of Australia that you get the serious of the nature of the problem of how we behave. And there's something about being on the crossbenches that makes us a little bit, I think, sensitive about this topic, because particularly for the independents, but I know for my smaller party colleagues, that the scrutiny that's applied to us is enormous, that the scrutiny is applied to every single act I do by the major parties is so particular. So, as other members have said, we pay particular attention to make sure we follow the rules. We pay particular attention, but not because we want to follow the rules. We do this because we know it's right and proper. We do this because we respect that the taxpayers' money paid and earned so hard by our electorate needs to be accounted for. So I say to the very, very good members of parliament, the members of the government and opposition, at your peril, if you don't listen to us, it will be upon your shoulders. There's nothing in this particular bit of legislation for us other than representing our communities. So I bring my comments to a close and say this debate is going to go on for a bit today. We have put an enormous amount of work into working with our communities. We've spoken to them, we've consulted with them, we've said, what would you like us to do as independents? And what you're getting here today is heartfelt representation. And we are saying to the major parties, listen to us. Listen to the quarter of Australians who don't want what's happening. And you've all heard the big debate that's happening in Western Australia about preferences and about what's happening there. And as the community is getting behind and saying, there's a pox on all your houses, parties, we don't like it. So here's your chance today to actually do something that would be really popular with the community, really popular, and actually show the communities of Australia that the major parties get what they're trying to say and hear the strong message from the crossbench. So in adding my comments, I acknowledge the representation of my colleagues, and I thank you for the amendments that you've brought through, and I've absolutely committed to support you in these amendments.